you $40,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Jerome, we don't see this a lot.
I don't.
I commend you for this, sir. So, Mr. Garcia, while Mr. Patton was paying child support and rocking her to sleep and in her life, you were believing you were her father this whole time? You thought you had a daughter somewhere out there?
Yes, Your Honor. From the time she was born, I had always believed she was my daughter.
And so, Ms. Ames, did you tell your father, the man you believe is your father your whole life, that's what you thought, Mr. Patton, did you tell him about the meeting when you met up with Mr. Garcia?
No. Me and my father, Mr. Patton, we've had a rocky relationship. We had our ups and downs. He was around, and then there's sometimes he wasn't. But I remember when I was younger, and we got into an argument, and he made a statement to me to go find my real dad. So that statement, well, maybe there's a reason why he said this to me.
So when her mother was pregnant, take me back to this.
We had met at my prom. My sister had introduced us, and we started dating. She broke up with me not too long after she got pregnant. A month later, she told me she was pregnant, and she made me believe that Mr. Patton was the father instead of me. But I had always believed in my heart that I was the father.
When you said made you believe,
Because the timeline of when she told me she was pregnant was after we were together. But after Ms. James was born, the timeline didn't add up.
she had given you a certain
Yeah.
date or how many months she was or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when Ms. Ames was actually born, in your mind, you said to yourself, what she told me didn't add up. This could be my baby.
That's correct.
Ms. Ames, although you said your relationship with Mr. Patton wasn't always that great, had some rocky moments, you grew up always believing he was your biological father. Is that correct?
Because my mother never told me no different. He's the man on my birth certificate. He was at my wedding, he signed my marriage certificate because he was there. No matter how our relationship was, he was the man who was there.
So you never connected any dots in your mind and said, oh, well, I don't get along with this man, there's a disconnect, he may not be my father. You truly just believe, this is my father, we bump heads sometimes, but when I need him, he's there.
That's what I believe.
And as you look at Mr. Patton, do you see yourself at all?
Just the light skin, miss. That's it. He's tall. I'm not that tall, but my mom was short. So I'm like, I never really paid that much attention to it. Like just the freckle thing. I used to ask that when I was a kid. Where did I get freckles from? My mom ain't got no freckles. My dad ain't got no freckles. I get freckles on my face. I was a little kid. I wanted to know how I got freckles and y'all don't got freckles.
So, Mr. Garcia, what was it after all these years? She's 30 years old now. What was this that prompted you to say, I'm gonna send this friend request?
Your Honor, before social media, when I would call New Jersey and talk to my family, I always was trying to find her. So it's not just started. I always had that passion that she was my daughter. And I always wanted her to know that. And I always wanted to know that for sure myself, because I always believed it.
But on that day, you decided to make the move and reach out.
Because I was in New Jersey and I wanted to find her while I was there before I went back to Florida. So I wanted to make sure we made a connection. And I was on Facebook heavy, trying to make connection with her. The whole week I was in New Jersey with my sister.
And when you were with your sister, were you telling your family,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find my daughter right now?
Yes, Your Honor. I told them, and I told them when I made connection with her. You know, and my sister, which she was dating, who I met her mother through, was right there when I found her. You know?
Really?
Yes.
And your sister was the person that was with you when you met Ms. Ames' mother years ago.
Yes.
You mentioned earlier you dated her mom in high school.
Yes.
Did you know anything about Mr. Patton? Because he seems to have been in her life consistently, very present and visible.
Yes. she was there the whole time. He lived right down the street from her when we met.
Did you know he was dating her mother too?
No, she said they were broken up at that time, but he was always there, you know, trying to get her back and giving me a hard time all the time, so.
Well, yes, I caught them walking down the street one time, and I asked, what's going on with, you and Joey? She said, no, we were just friends. Her mother told me, they were just friends. But it was suspicious that, that they were dating, whatever.
You felt a level of suspicion,
Yes.
and you knew what he looked like.
Oh, yeah. I know his family, sisters, and
So when you think about the fact, Ms. Ames, that another man is here in court today suing to prove that he is in fact your biological father, how does that make you feel?
Your Honor, I'm torn between the two because I now have a relationship with Mr. Garcia as well. I've been around his family. When we went on vacation to Florida, he came and spent the entire week with me and my husband and my daughter. And I have a connection with him as well, even not knowing him for as long as I have known him. There was an instant connection between us.
So you see that he truly is making an effort.
This is the new clinic.
His ex told me that he had told her that he had a daughter in New Jersey, and that my mom told him I wasn't his. But he always felt I was his daughter.
In this last year after meeting Mr. Garcia, who have you been calling dad? Is Mr. Patton still your dad, or do you believe?
They're both my dad, but I'll work on building a relationship with Mr. Garcia because if he is my dad, we need that relationship. My kids need that relationship, but my kids will always know Mr. Patton as their grandpa as well. That's just the way it'll be, period.
Oh, God.
You talk about Mr. Patton and your relationship, and sometimes it was rocky, and then with Mr. Garcia, you say you felt this instant connection. Is that feeling, that emotion, that connection you felt, is that what's driving you? Or is it truly other factors and everything's fine? Are you feeling pulled because of the emotion?
I feel like I'm torn in between because deep down inside, I need to know. I need the answers, and I can't speculate on what my parents did 30 years ago because this is something they should have figured out 30 years ago.
You are most certainly correct.
I can't say what they did and what they didn't do because I was a child.
I'll probably cut it back.
But I felt this is something that they should have handled. That there's no reason why. Somebody should have been telling me at 21 years old, well, your dad may not be your dad. I need to know for my children.
Yes. Mr. Patton, as you stand here, hearing the testimony that's been presented today, are you still 100% certain?
yes, ma'am.
You are.
Yes.
Mr. Garcia,
Oh,
as you
yeah.
stood here today, hearing how this man has spent his life taking care of this young girl, child support paid, at her wedding, with her family, at her birth, on her birth certificate, are you still 100% certain?
Yes, I am, because if I would have known, I would have been there.
Two men are in this courtroom today, 100% convinced they are your biological father.
That's your honor.
Yeah,
I think it's time for results, Jerome. Yes. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows.
Are they having that thing tonight? Are they having that?
In the case of Garcia, Ames
like they did
versus
last
Patton, pertaining to whether Mr. Garcia or Mr. Patton is the biological father of Tanira Ames,
Oh, no worries.
it has been determined by this court. Her biological father is
No worries.
Mr. Garcia. Are you okay, Ms. Ames? Happy to finally know?
Yes. I'm still in front, and I'm always.
That's my thing. I don't want him to walk out of my life because of these results.
I don't think you have that to worry about at all. Would you like to go down and give your dads a hug? You got to?
Okay.
You can feel free to stand. Mr. Garcia? Nicely done, sir. When I told her she could stay down there, she stood in between the both of you because she loves both of you. And when she stood in the center, you moved from your position and slid over to the center with her. And that body language and that movement says, I know why you're standing here, and I will meet you halfway. And I love that. Mr. Patton, feel free to slide on in too, because you still have your daughter. Go stand next to her. She needs that. The truth is something else. Mr. Carr, you state that Miss Villa is a notorious cheater who tried to pin her daughter Trinity on you.
Yes, Your Honor.
You claim there is no way you are the father and had to open today's case because
Hey,
she's
nobody
been
shut up.
running from you and a DNA test for 3 years.
Yes,
Is that
Your Honor.
correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Villa, you admit to making mistakes in your relationship with the defendant, but you and your best friend want to prove he fathered your daughter Trinity. You hope today's DNA results help you get Mr. Carr back. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Carr, you say you had to open up today's case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell the court why.
Your Honor, because her nickname is Heartbreaker.
What does that
From the beginning of the relationships that we had together, she was a liar, a cheater, and no good for nothing. Just to be honest.
But you still stayed with me.
That's what I was just about to say.
Actually,
Yes,
Your Honor,
she did. You
she
continued
stayed
to have
with me.
sex with me and everything else, and you allowed me back.
The reason I kept taking her back because I wanted to prove to, like, we both have a history in the past. Like me, before I became a lawyer man, I was just like her, jumping from person to person to person.
Meanwhile,
But
thing is still
over
blaring.
time, I noticed that it was time for me to settle down.
Okay.
She
You
was the
told her
person-
different than what you told me.
She was the person that I wanted to settle down with.
All right, so you decided this is the woman you wanted to settle down with, but unfortunately, she was behaving the way you used to behave in a relationship.
Not in
But
relationships.
you gonna save her.
I tried to.
All right, so Miss Villa, now I wanna understand what's happening here. How did the relationship start for you?
He hit me up on Facebook, and it went from a one night stand to us having a kid.
Wow. That is a huge jump, Jerome. The jump with a capital J. And it turned into a relationship
Yes,
from just meeting on
Yeah.
Facebook.
yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you all decided, what is this, love at first sight for you all? Like, what, you were just
No,
like,
no, Your Honor.
we wanna do this?
The problem was I couldn't get rid of her, Your Honor.
You said you
If
wanted
you
to
wanted me gone, you would have spoke up and told me to get out.
And I did.
No, you didn't.
And that's not what you just
And that's
testified
not
to.
what
You
you
said
told me.
you met a girl that you liked, and you really wanted to try to build a relationship with her, but she was not acting in a way that was conducive to a committed relationship.
For an
So
example,
how did you find out she was cheating on you?
for an example,
I told him each time,
when we had went to Athens,
I told him each time, he would let me leave, and I would come back and I'd let him know that I did it. And he still took me back.
And what would you let him know, Miss Villa?
That I messed around with the person I left with.
Was it always the same person?
Basically, yeah.
no, Your Honor, she
Yes,
cheated
it was.
8 different times with 8 different people.
8 different times with
Yes,
8
ma'am.
different people.
Yes, ma'am, yes, Your Honor.
In the beginning,
Trying to
she,
be
Hold on, hold on.
you're a liar.
Wait a minute. She cheated on you 8 different times with 8 different people?
Yes, ma'am.
No,
yes,
that's
Your
not how
Honor.
it went. There was times I did cheat on him, and there was times we were broken up and I'm
You're
just
sitting
just
here
like he
admitting
kicked
that
me
you're
out.
cheating now,
To
so
sleep with another
but
girl
I
and a place to
understand.
share together. So you need to get your story straight and tell your
My whole
partner
point
too.
is, you're admitting that you're cheating. Why not admit the full truth? Because the
I
full
admit
truth
I
is the only
cheated,
thing that's gonna
but
set you
each
free.
So how did you find it out, Mr.
Together.
Carr? How did you come to know she was cheating and sleeping with somebody else, which would warrant you believing Trinity is not your biological child?
the times of conception. The times of conception was, she slept with a man on the 31st of January.
Tony,
Me and her slept together on February the 14th. 3 days later, 17, she tells me that she's pregnant. I'm like, how are you pregnant?
Tony, you're a liar.
If we just slept together on the 14th, then how do you know that you're pregnant? How in the world do you know that you're pregnant?
You
If we
told me
slept
I was
together-
So
pregnant.
you
You're a
have
liar.
sex 3 days later and she tells you that I'm pregnant.
Yes.
So you thinking like, how do you know you're pregnant 3 days after we just had sex?
Exactly, Your Honor.
Tell us some more lies, Tony. Keep going.
I don't have
I
to
can
lie.
see
It's the
her.
truth.
February 14th, when we had sex in this car.
So you're saying, Ms. Villa, you had sex with Mr. Carr where?
In one of his friend's car, when he picked us up. He picked us up when we did it right there with you driving.
That was on the 14th. That was
Tony, I didn't tell you I was pregnant until a couple of weeks later.
So wait a minute. Mr. Carr and his friend came to pick you up. You had sex with Mr. Carr in the back of the friend's car while he was driving?
Yep.
And that's the
You're
day you think Trinity was conceived?
Yep.
That is.
With Mr. Carr?
Yep.
In the car?
Yes.
The back of the car?
It was me and him having sex.
But you say that's not the case.
I don't believe that's the case because of the 31st of January is when she slept with the other guy.
Tony, no, it's not.
So with that being said, January, I have to.
I had her 3 weeks later.
I do.
It's burned into my head.
How do you know it was the 31st?
Because, Your Honor, if you have your child on October 31st, that means that it is the other man's.
You're a liar. Trinity was
Because that's
due
exactly
November
how-
21st. I had her 3 weeks early.
So you're saying the conception window is off, Ms. Villa, because since Trinity was born early, you technically would have had a due date of 3 weeks later.
Yes, she was due November 21st of 2015. I had her October 31st.
And so you're saying that would have put you during the window of time when you were intimate with Mr. Carr in the back of the car.
Yes.
Okay.
I know Trinity belongs to him.
But Mr. Carr, you aren't so sure.
I'm not so sure, Your Honor. And it's hurtful because I have to
Mr.
live with
Carr.
this fighting every single day.
Tony, you chose
Trying
to do
to
that.
think,
You
She
were
was
there
supposed
on
to
and
go see-
off, on and off.
anyways,
So Trinity,
Oh,
wait,
it's-
Trinity is 3 years old. Do you have a relationship with her?
yes, Your Honor, I'm with her every day of the week,
Oh.
just about every day of the week. I play my role as a father. No matter what it is, no matter how much pain or how much that eats me up inside,
That is
I still treat her like she's my own child.
And that hurts
Ooh,
you.
come on,
See how
all
emotional that makes you. Why are you feeling so emotional?
Because I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve to go through what I went through.
But you kept taking me back.
Mm-hmm.
When you say you didn't
And you're
deserve it,
bragging about being a cheater, who in the world would take you back if you were sitting there
You know,
bragging
that's the
about
problem. You
being a
don't
cheater?
let me talk ever.
And you kept on saying, oh, you kept on
You
taking me
did,
back.
Tony. You
Okay, I
kept
kept
taking me
on
back.
taking you
You
back.
kept-
At least somebody loved you enough to take you back or even give you a chance. It eats me up. It really does. No matter how much somebody brags, oh, you kept on taking me back. Like I said, because
Tony,
somebody loved
nobody's
you.
bragging about that.
You
That's
stupid.
the problem. You don't let me talk.
I'm gonna let you talk, Ms.
You know,
Villa, because
yeah,
I want you to have a chance to speak.
He wants me to understand his pain. I don't understand mine.
Understanding your pain as much
You know how
as I
frustrating
want.
it
I'm sorry,
is?
I cannot understand
Raising
how
kids by
somebody
myself.
hurt. Raising kids by
Yes.
yourself?
See, you left 4 days before I had Trinity. And then told me you slept with 3 other girls I knew you slept with.
Yes,
So
I
keep
did.
on.
And genetics.
Tell your part instead of
I
mine.
slept with.
It wasn't
I
just
slept with
3.
my mom.
Okay, and I did a lot of this work broken up, and I'm a cheater?
All right, listen. Both of you all obviously weren't doing the right thing. That's obvious. You don't get to this point with one person being a saint and the other one being a sinner. Life just doesn't work like that. And I'm not going to accept you just painting that picture of her, because I know there has to be a yin to this game.
But I got some stuff.
Right? So now, I want to go back to talking about Trinity. And I want to understand the type of relationship you've built with this beautiful little girl over the past 3 years, and why it brings you to tears when you think about the fact that you may not be her biological father.
Your Honor, because to me she is my queen. I look at her and she looks back at me and she smiles back at me, that said, I'm doing something right. At least she's happy. Even if my happiness never comes, at least she's happy. And that's all that matters. That's all.
I think we also have to be honest about the fact that you look at her and you see her smile. If we're being very honest, you also look and say, I
Would
want
you
her to
kindly
smile.
handle that
And that's
immediately?
also the pain behind those tears.
Yes, ma'am. It's both ways. It's like a two-edged sword. It cuts both ways.
Immediately.
It heals me, but then it scars me at the same time too.
And as much as you love this beautiful little girl, you've been trying to get a DNA test for this little girl for a very long time.
Santiago, okay?
You've actually brought an exhibit with you to court that outlines this testimony.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please
Yes, ma'am.
step up to the monitor and let's review this exhibit? So you say she's been running away from a DNA test.
Yes, Your Honor. I was in Alabama. She was in Tampa, Florida. I tried to hook the cases together. As soon as she received the letter, she moves from Tampa, Florida to Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
You were told I was moving.
From Muscle Shoals, Alabama, she moves to Decatur, Alabama. That's when we stayed together for a little bit that we did. From Decatur, Alabama, she moves from Decatur to Chicago, Illinois.
And I opened cases each time then, that you're wrong,
Each
Tony.
time she opened the case,
Wow.
I believe she on purposely spelled my name incorrectly because she had one of my work badges on her every time. Anyways, from Chicago, Illinois, she moved from Chicago, Illinois to Nashville, Tennessee. From Nashville, Tennessee, she moves to Rogersville, Alabama. From Rogersville, Alabama, she moves to Russellville, Alabama. From Russellville, Alabama, she moves back to Decatur, Alabama.
These are a lot of moves.
Yes, it is, but each time I moved, it was to get him to be around the kid.
This was a span of what?
She's making a music note, Your Honor.
We are not making music in here. That's for sure. You may step back to your podium.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Miss Villa, what are you
But she
feeling?
young.
Tell me, why are you frustrated? And why
Because all he does, he don't listen to, he don't take in what
That's
I
got to be
have to
paid.
say.
Ms. McDonald, you're here supporting your best friend. What has she expressed to you about this entire paternity
Yeah.
Question. She's been wanting it a lot. A couple of times she's complained to me that he has not been wanting it.
He doesn't
You
want
mean
to
wanting to get the DNA test?
Yes.
I don't mind child support. Why would you put me on child support if I'm supporting my child already?
You help with diapers here and there. I've been
If you
doing
don't
this since
want me
day
to
one,
borrow
Tony,
Trinity
so don't try
diapers,
that.
say so.
Tony, you are coming around
I learned
lately.
from my grandmother.
Not for the
I
past
know,
3
I
years.
learned from a
You have
family
been
guy.
So what kind of industry is she
Because she keeps
representing?
moving and people get tired.
But she just
I'm
made
reaching out,
manager,
reaching
right?
out. Here.
No,
here.
Tony.
She has reached out to you all the time.
Let's get some order. I know how frustrated everybody is, but we're here to tell our truth. I'm giving everybody the opportunity. And Ms. McDonald, before you start screaming across the aisle, I do want you to testify as to what you know. You say she confides in you. Did she ever say that she was with another man during the window of conception?
Yes.
She did
Overnight
say that.
stand, yes.
So she did tell you that during the window of time when
Yes, she
Trinity was
was so
conceived,
consistent.
she did have a one-night stand with someone else.
Yes, Your Honor.
So Miss Villa, that's not what you testified to here.
In the period of time of me getting pregnant and stuff, I messed around with the guy a couple of weeks before him. When I messed with that guy, it was more of a revenge thing because of the stuff he was doing to me.
Miss Villa, was that sex protected sex or unprotected sex?
Unprotected.
How does that happen, Tanya, when she starts school?
And that's enough to make paternity doubt. Did you ever tell him you were pregnant?
Yes, I told him in front of him. I called him and told him. Even after I had Trinity, he asked me for pictures of Trinity and stuff. His family says that she looks like him and everything. The guy.
So the other guy's family says Trinity looks like him?
Yes, looks like Tony.
Oh, looks like Mr. Carr.
Yes, he even denies her.
All right, well, The only way we can move forward now is just to get the results. Jerome, I'm ready for the envelope, please. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Carr versus Via, when it comes to 3-year-old Trinity Via, it has been determined by this court.
Wow.
Mr. Carr, you are the father. That's your beautiful little girl.
Yes, Mom.
Are you happy?
I'm excited.
Good.
Yes, Mom. I finally got my closure.
I'm so happy. So they say when we close one door, we open what?
Another door.
Right. So we close the door of doubt. Now we need to open the door of possibilities, of communication, right?
Yes, Mom.
Of trust. If you all want to try to be a couple, you guys got a lot of work to do. I've seen dysfunction of epic proportion. And the things that I've heard, no child should have to endure.
Yeah. Yeah. You think she's doing something other than bartending at that club? Natalia, I don't know, cause you said shaking your tail.
I'll never find a therapist who understands me.
So nice to meet you. I'm Susan, and this is Bone Crusher. It's cute.
That's what I thought you said, but you just said something else, and I was like,
Mental health care.
I couldn't believe how quickly the turnaround was.
oh, I see what you're
Your
saying.
drink
Okay,
is
gotcha.
easier than you think. Cabinets to Go can
Now
design
I follow
a
you.
beautiful,
Okay.
high quality, and affordable kitchen makeover that is sure to wow. From a free 3D design to install, Cabinets to Go can do it all. Choose from thousands of the latest designer styles and color combinations. Get started on your dream kitchen right now.
So.
Too graphic. Are there any other details, specifics that you can share that would prove your case?
I can tell you how big his winker is. It's pretty small.
No, it's not. I could tell you plenty of times.
How do you feel
It's not that big.
his
Definitely not. And don't,
decision to
yeah,
only
tell
allow
Cindy about his penis.
All we're here to do is to find out if he's the father.
Are his father.
And he said he's taking care of it. And it is my grandson, I'm still gonna take care of it.
This is about the most ignorant stuff I've seen in here in a long time. Sit down. Sit down. Miss Sism, you sit in that chair. Miss Sism, sit down. And Miss Riley, have a seat. This is just ignorant. Come over here, Anthony. Sit down. You all are just, this is shameful. And in this moment, just when I thought these kids had pulled off a plot against both of you all to defy their mother's orders and to do what they shouldn't be doing, I see why they had opportunity. These children have come in here, whether they made a mistake or not, they have spoken from their heart or why they did something. The most irrational, immature reasoning ever, but it's their truth. That's how they got here. And I'm gonna keep it real too, Miss Sism. The way Destiny just popped off with her little dance after I announced her result, that was so ignorant. And then you followed up and showed me where she learned it from. Come on with this. The boy sitting over here talking about he wanna leave a seed in the world because he don't understand the possibilities for his life. And you all arguing back and forth with one another instead of encouraging and empowering these young people. I'm serious. Your
dream up between her legs instead of having a dream in her mind. And you want to argue with this woman across this courtroom. Come on now. Now y'all made me crazy. Y'all think y'all crazy? I'm crazy for these kids and this baby. You ain't gonna do this to this child.
Valentine's Day, she went to another man's house while I'm sitting at the house with the kids.
Well, that's because you didn't even give me anything, and you were just yelling at me. You were treating me like crap and was gonna go to a friend's house, so.
Because you were saying you were going to a park at 9 o'clock at night,
Well,
and you said you wanted.
Let me see this evidence. White.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss White says, my body's naked, wishing you was in this bed with me. The ex-boyfriend texts back, LOL, you are crazy, about to call you in a minute. Your wife says, LMAO, could you do that for me? Miss White? Why are you so quiet? Why are you texting your ex-boyfriend these things?
Because he don't treat me right.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a lot.
Your body
And
is
then now you're
naked,
looking
wishing
at
you
it
were in the
from
bed.
a kid's
Which
perspective,
bed?
you treat
Your
them
husband's
differently
bed?
than you treat
Yeah.
Mr. White, you submitted another
She
text
doesn't
message?
see that.
Oh, this is another guy. This is not the ex-boyfriend's name. He says, laying here horny, and you say, Miss White, I know me too. And then you forgot the other O too. That's all. Then he writes back, you get your license this week, we meet this weekend.
He needs to take a grammar course.
Yeah, we definitely need to get this grammar
Yeah.
together. Did you tell your husband about this guy too?
he saw the text messages.
There's one more text. Miss White says, you can bring me some cigs, LOL, Al's a blank. And give me a Valentine's Day treat, cause Al not gonna do blank. Ex-boyfriend responds, LOL, you are a nut. I'll give you a call when I get a chance, here in a little bit. Miss White, why are you entertaining all these men on text?
Because he doesn't show me anything.
Always been the
He's not there for me.
pimping and you're trying to put it off on me. How you expect me to treat you the way you want to be treated when you're sitting here sexting other people and doing all this other stuff?
Pictures,
Yeah,
I'm afraid to look, Jerome.
yeah,
So this says Happy Valentine's Day. How did you find out about this, Mr. White?
When on Valentine's Day, when I found the text message, I took the entire phone. And I still have possession of the phone at my house.
right.
It has all the pictures, all the text messages, all the calls, everything.
This next photo is a picture we can't even show. A male
That's not what I want.
body part.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume, Mr. White, since you handed this up to the court, this is not your body part.
No.
This is what you found in her phone.
Yes, this is.
This is what you found in her phone.
Yes, this is the gentleman that she went to his house on Valentine's Day.
Tell me what happened behind that story, Ms. White.
We didn't even do anything on Valentine's
I
Day. We
don't
just
even,
sat there and talked.
I wonder
That's all we
for
did on
her,
Valentine's Day.
is it that
He
she
sends
wants
you
to
a
be
picture of his
like
penis
a
and you go over and talk.
Yeah.
Does she
Jerome, they must have
feel-
changed my
is this
name to
like
Boo Boo the Fool
this
down here
that
on
she's
this
in
thing.
control of her life, her own life? What's her end game?
The
That's what I
next
just wonder
picture,
with her.
if, then you send
Did
a
she
picture
really
of
want to go to
your
college?
body part. But y'all just talking. Come on now, Miss White, come on. You're lying. And we know this. To appear caused you to be named the father by default.
Did I look confused about that?
No, you look confused, period. And you look like you got a smart mouth. And you think you
too much, but what you should have known was to bring your butt to court. Then you wouldn't be here. Now, you can get smart with me if you want to. Let me tell you something, Mr. Babbitt. Let me tell you something, Mr. Babbitt. You can get smart with me if you want to. You're gonna lose every day of this week. I'll give you a minute to get yourself together, because you're not gonna clown. Because there's a baby here whose father's in question, and we're gonna get down to the bottom of it. I'm doing you a favor of trying to understand your position. But every time I ask you a question, you have something smart to say.
We're not getting.
Now hold on. Do not question what I think you look like. I'm here to ask questions. You're here to answer them. I'm here to give you the answers to the questions you have as it relates to paternity. Now, whether you have animosity towards Ms. Hanger or you feel like someone tried to railroad you, that's your personal feelings, but what you're not gonna do is take them out on me.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to.
No. Yes, you are sorry.
So wait, Mr. Haskell, you famous,
Yeah.
but you live with your mom.
Yeah, I was standing.
Over him?
No, the girl was
She's
younger
fine.
than me.
She's
That's
fine,
the
Your
reason
Honor.
why we got into an
After the
altercation.
fight, Your Honor,
Can I
I'm not
speak?
gonna lie to
Can
you.
I
She
speak?
had keys to my house and I didn't even know it.
No, it's not frustrating, sorry, it's a lot.
I'm thinking I'm about to go and have a relaxed
Y'all
time in my
understand?
room. She's laying in my bed. My mom down home, I'm asking her, how did you get in?
Can I speak?
I have keys, your mother gave me keys. I didn't get keys if you know what
Y'all
Let her respond.
Wow.
Ms. Connolly, how did you get keys to the house and you were laying in his bed when he came home?
Y'all, we were in a committed relationship for 2 months. I mean, my assumption.
She told my mother. She had to buy my mother. She must have bought her pizza every night.
You brought me
When she
to
was hungry, she bought her pizza at home every night. That's how she got in the house.
You brought
Because my mom loved pizza. It was pepperonis every night. In her mind frame, okay, this is a perfect opportunity with a guy that could sing, popular in DC, one of the famous guys that sing, you know, and I'm on a lot of different songs, so she can't lie and say she ever heard me in the go-go song. She probably was deceiving on my song, maybe one of the songs I
God,
heard.
I wish someone else was the
A song, maybe one of the songs I
At
heard.
some
I
point,
wish
it's
someone
okay
else was the
Because I
father.
know you listen to
for
the
a
Texas.
person
I
to
wish
make
someone
a
else was the father.
decision
I really do.
about their finances, even if they make a decision about their finances that negatively impacts you. It is actually okay for Mason to say, I don't want to pay your supplement. I don't care that I'm paying Santiago's bill. I don't want to pay yours. That's okay. And it's okay for him to say, you know what? I have certain rules and boundaries, and I'm not saying I'm the best person in the world, but I've decided that that's behavior that I don't want to have in my house. And it's okay for me to say, I don't want you to do it, but I can do it. The reason that I can do it is because I pay the bills up in this piece. But I don't do it. Correct. And I don't have it. But if I did, that would be okay. Because I'm paying the bill.
Double it.
And that's okay.
Now, just synthetic dyes and real food correct. Fundamentals are a win-win deal.
At Farmers Home
Get
Furniture,
your own
we take pride in our hometown. Our tradition is making our customers feel like family and their homes comfortable with name brand.
Don't make no, don't.
Easy Way Recliner or sleeping.
No.
Mattress, America's #1 brand.
I'm not saying that.
Personalized
I'm
service to
saying,
build lasting
I'm not
relationships,
saying that.
providing
You're
easy,
not listening.
convenient shopping
I'm saying,
experience,
don't put
plus
that
endless
out there
financing.
right now. You don't let her make, what I'm, listen to me. What I'm saying to you is, at some point, and I know she's young, and she has to be given some grace for youth, the stupidity of youth, right? I agree. But eventually, she's gotta learn how to make decisions without everybody having to put a carrot in front of her or a stick behind her. She's got to make a decision about her life, and it's in making that decision.
You remember from the last time time you were
benefit
here,
ends up
we
being
are going to speak to
my
women
grandma's
respectfully
gonna
in
pay
the
my
courtroom. You
bill.
can express yourself.
Cool. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't do it.
So you believe she was sleeping?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ms. Allen, you were in court today claiming the defendant, Mr. Levon, is denying your 6-month-old daughter, Layla, only because he's desperate to try
And
to keep
I'm gonna be
your
honest,
affair with him a
that
secret.
does take,
You're here
and
to
I've had to
expose
learn
that
that
secret
from
and prove paternity, is that
takes
correct?
away a
Yes,
level
Your
of
Honor.
control.
Mr. Levon,
That
you
they-
and your
she
girlfriend say you
desires to
know
have
you are not the
control
biological father of
over
the
the
child in
decisions
question
that her
and will prove your
they
claim
just
today
because
in court, is
someone's done
that
it for
correct?
them.
Yes, Your
Someone's
Honor.
Ms.
taken
Allen, so
things
what
from them.
upsets you most about the situation?
And so sometimes,
He
and so
he
all I'm
denied
saying,
our
she's,
child.
yeah,
He
she's
needs to step up to be a man.
Why do you think he's denying the baby?
Because his
But
girlfriend.
we
Of
say
course,
don't
his
because we
telling him
very far removed
The
from
girlfriend
their
tells
age.
him lies?
Yes, Your Honor.
But when we
Like
were
what?
able,
Oh, I
we
don't.
know.
Telling him that the baby don't look like him.
Give them role models,
My baby does not look
allow
like
them
him.
to
Every
make
time I
choices
look
and
like her,
mistakes,
and he don't want to break up his.
and then after a while, it's like saying,
So you believe this is all about the girlfriend?
Yes.
Mr. Lamont, are you denying this child because you're trying to keep your relationship with your
She comes in,
girlfriend?
she says, hey grandma, I've already
No.
enrolled to school.
So you have a family together, you and your girlfriend?
Yes.
Hey,
So
it
there's
looks
a lot
like
at
you
stake
need a
here.
telephone.
You have children?
I'm gonna go ahead and
How many?
get you a phone and I'm
You have
gonna pay
3
the bill.
children.
You
Yes.
just go ahead on this.
How did you end up getting into a
That's
sexual
all. I'm not
relationship
telling
with Ms.
you, don't
Allen?
do it.
At the time.
You always try to
we
be
was
your
going through
therapist,
something,
but no.
And we just hit her up.
But
for just one night.
let her, she's got a.
You put up for one night.
It was not one night.
Split up.
You know,
We was going through some stuff.
After a while, I go Pollyanna,
And
but.
Yes, it
we
was.
had a friend for
You
me.
know,
Yes, it was.
I
No,
feel
it
like
wasn't.
she's gonna get it.
Yes, it
because
was.
she-
Minutes and I got my baby, so be quiet.
At some point, she's
So
gotta
wait a minute,
learn
you trying to
or
break up the happy
something.
home. You
That's
really
it.
have the kids together for the moment.
You know what?
You
I
been
need
commenting
to
on my
change
Facebook
course.
profile
Change
and
No,
all
I
that.
was there because I was telling you to keep him away from me.
No,
So
you
thank
been
you.
Okay, let's get some order, cause I wanna understand the story. Ms.
Miss
Allen, I need to know, did you know Mr. Levant had a girlfriend and 3 children
No,
when you
Your
were
Honor.
sleeping with him?
No. And
Yes,
you
you
know-
did.
Was it just a one-night stand?
No, it wasn't.
You commented on
We
my
was
Facebook
together,
chat.
like I said, we was together in 2010.
Y'all
I
never
met
worked
him.
together.
No, yes, we was.
Over the phone?
Okay, first off, okay, I'm talking to you.
So wait a minute, I wanna understand the nature of this relationship.
It was
And
a
why?
different relationship.
They only talk over
It
the
is.
phone.
And when we do,
So it was a
it
long
is
distance relationship, you lived in one state, he lived in another?
We,
Okay, and so how would
she's
you all,
got to
or when
make
would
her
you all see one
own
another?
decision.
I saw him 2015.
Mason has to-
But we was
Mason has
dating
to be
2010.
allowed
Y'all
to
never
make
worked
So it was a
decisions
long distance
about
relationship.
That's not what he
without
told
I
the
met
me.
him
guilt
through a mutual friend.
of, and,
So you've known him
after a
since
while,
2010,
Yes.
but then you're saying all of, you all were back and forth in a relationship for 5 years?
Yes.
that some of
Sleeping
us
together?
falls on her
Never.
It was off of
Never.
Some of us
relationship.
Y'all never was.
Mr.
And if she
Lamont,
doesn't get it
were
straight,
you
Natalia
talking
is
to
going
Miss
to be,
Allen while you
copy paste.
were in this relationship
'Cause
with
she's-
your girlfriend?
That's the one
You
that's
met her in
watching her.
2010.
I met her in 2010.
When you met her, did you tell her you were single?
Yes.
Never.
No,
Yes, he did.
no.
That's the
Yes,
one.
he did. He was texting me on Facebook. We was calling each other on the phone
They
in
don't
the video.
so
Well,
fast.
how often did you talk to her on the
To
phone?
keep praying about
I
all
talked to her.
these kids
A year.
One
and
solid
keep
year
holding
you were on the
on,
phone with her.
keep
Yes.
praying about these
Did you
kids.
know this, Miss Lanier?
I knew about it, but I told him to stop
They met in
contacting me.
2013, Your Honor.
We met in 2013. We had our first child in 2014.
You wasn't
In
there.
2015, and I just had a child after you.
One at a time.
Same.
Mr. Lamont, you met this woman and you were on, having a phone conversation, a phone relationship for a year.
Yeah.
And then you say that culminated into a one-night stand.
And we was never in a relationship though. We was talking as friends.
No.
That's
Right, but at some point you had sex. How did you end up having sex?
In
2015.
In 2015, what happened? You were in a long-distance phone
I came
relationship.
I came to Atlanta in 2015 for my vacation. We meet up after that. We did
But
what
you
we did.
contacted
But
me
I
in
said
that
we
week.
did what we did in 2015, and I got the proof.
Can I
Let you
tell
know
you, that's
that
the
when we
craziest
did.
thing I've
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see it.
I ain't never heard such. You
So
gonna
this
build
is a
a whole new
calendar.
building
Yeah,
with no
that'd be-
codes and people just
So
walking in
on this
and out.
calendar, you claim to
Not
be
new
intimate
building,
with
but I mean,
Mr.
you
Levant
got
on the
it.
27th of December.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
Your due date
was, September 26th.
was September 26th. So Mr. Levant, do you agree with what this calendar asserts?
Not at all,
You don't believe that?
not at all.
Why not?
The dates is wrong. You, texted me a letter, a doctor's letter saying that you was pregnant on the 6th.
On the 6th of January?
Yes.
Did you bring that letter?
No.
So, okay, that doesn't negate the fact that you all may have had sex on the 27th of December.
I told
But
him
she
I
was
wasn't
having
pregnant.
sex with
I
other men,
told
and
him
Mr. Mitchell was
I
her
wasn't
current
pregnant
boyfriend.
on the
She broke up with her
26th.
boyfriend just to
No,
break up my
no, I
happy
didn't.
home with
No, I
Mr.
didn't.
Lamar.
You don't know, so you wasn't there.
You are saying that Miss Allen was intimate with another man somewhere during this timeline.
Yes.
Can you tell the court where?
In the park.
It was not at the park.
I mean, and what?
It was not at the park.
You slept with Mr. Mitchell in the park.
Like I said, it was not at the park.
I am not saying a location, I'm saying where within the timeline.
You had sex with Mr. Mitchell a day before you
You
had
know
sex
when
with
I
Mr.
had
Lamar.
You don't know me, so you wasn't there, so why you here?
So now I'm gonna ask you this, Miss Allen, do you admit you were also intimate with Mr. Mitchell during this window?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Allen, Mr. Levant does not agree with your testimony or your calendar. Why are you so sure that Mr. Levant is your child's biological father when you admittedly slept with Mr. Mitchell as well during the window?
Me and Mitchell and I did not finish what we did. Me and Jerome and I finished the intercourse.
Ms. Lanier,
Yes, Your Honor.
how did you find out your boyfriend may have gotten another woman pregnant?
He actually told me February
You so
3rd,
funny.
Yeah.
I wanna look
when
at
she
that
was 3 months
documentary.
pregnant.
I was 2 months.
What did he say?
Finally admitted it
But
to
you-
me after me and her had spoke over the phone, February 3rd.
How did you speak to her over the phone?
She called me.
And said what?
I am 3 months pregnant.
Wait a minute, how did you even know she existed?
She contacted me through social media on Facebook since 2014 when my first child was born.
Oh, so
She's been stalking us since day one. We've been together for
Right.
5 years.
That's not 5 years. Y'all been together for 3. Thank you.
We've been together for 5. The dates do not add up
The dates
to
do not.
the conception of her child at all.
And you are still together right now?
Yes, we are. He actually just delivered our last child in February.
You just had a child in February.
Yes.
Now, if this child, Ms. Allen's child, turns out to be your boyfriend's biological child, is this relationship going to withstand
No, it's not.
this development?
No,
It
it's
won't.
not.
So you're saying if this ends up being your boyfriend's biological child, the relationship is over?
Yes.
Ms. Allen, has Mr. Levant ever said, you know,
Right.
I am his
I
child's
know
father?
it.
Did he admit it
Yeah.
to you? He
Yeah.
did.
It was text message.
And why are you so upset now?
Because he's denying right now. He didn't stand up for his life. You know what I mean? I grew up knowing, so I know how it feels. So I want my daughters to have
Not with these
forgiveness.
requirements you be
It's
talking
hard, right?
about. Oh,
And it hurts me a lot. It really does.
You just want to break up a
No, I didn't. So we can't.
You've been trying to break us up
No,
since day one.
Your man decides to cheat on you with me. Your man decides to call me on my phone.
Wow.
Yeah, I called you and say, you want me up?
He calls you.
Yeah, and then.
That's a lie, that is a lie.
Mr. Levant, have you ever accepted
Listen,
that
I'm not doing this with you.
Layla is your child?
No.
You have never accepted she's your
I've
child?
never,
So you have no idea
you
why
have
Ms.
to the
Allen would
requirements
say
now.
this.
No.
Send pictures of the face.
Ms. Allen, you said yes, he did say that.
Yes.
Do you have any proof
Yes, I
of
do.
such? Jerome, will you please hand me the proof?
That's all.
This is a series of text
Central America,
Happy Valentine's Day, Lily.
the
Layla,
probability,
Daddy loves
the
you.
probability of you getting
Happy
some card
Valentine's Day to you,
more likely.
Aisha. Then you send a picture of Layla. And then he says, Mr. Lamont says, what's she doing? And then you say, looking around.
See?
And then he says, she looking for me, laugh out loud. And then you say, laugh out loud, nah, her sis. And then you respond, Mr. Levant, and I want my
You
daughter.
are, something's wrong with you.
Those text messages are fake.
No, not fake.
That's not me.
Something's wrong with you.
It wasn't, Your Honor. How the heck do I send a picture to myself and text myself? That's his number.
Yeah.
So you believe she fabricated all of this?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the motive here? Now, Ms. Lanier, you said she's trying to break you all up, she's been stalking you, and I mean this with all due respect. Why would she be so obsessed over you, Mr. Levant?
Yeah.
I mean it respect, I really don't mean it in that way. I really wanna know what.
Understood.
If you're just talking to her on the phone and nothing was really happening, and you weren't having sex with her, and you weren't leaving her alone except for one night stand. How was it, I mean, this is like a movie or something. I mean, one night stand,
Well,
leading
I'm
to her
5'4",
wanting to destroy your entire family?
I'm 5'4", so I don't have a lot of problems.
Cause she know I'm a good man and
No,
I take
you
care of my
what?
kids.
No,
I am.
her away.
Now, I will say this, I'm not overlooking the fact that you
No.
have reason to doubt.
No.
I mean,
No.
she's admitted that she
That's a
slept
lie,
with
y'all say
somebody
that.
else.
She been sleeping around with plenty other men besides Mr. Mitchell.
No, that's
She even contacted me and told me that she was sleeping around
That's lies.
throughout her whole entire pregnancy.
That's lies. Lies, Your Honor.
I think we need to hear from this other man, Jerome. I'm ready to hear from him. Can you please escort Mr. Mitchell
Yay.
into the courtroom?
Yes.
They can't use the same picture?
Next to the judge.
Oh, no, okay.
Mr. Mitchell, thank you for joining us today.
Gloss on. I'm sure
We're
you
in
have
court
something
today
first.
talking about the paternity of beautiful baby Layla. I would like to know first and foremost, did you have a sexual relationship with her mother, Ms. Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
You did. Did she ever tell you that you could be Layla's father?
No, ma'am.
She didn't.
No, ma'am.
And so, do you believe you are Layla's father?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Levant, after you heard Mr. Mitchell's testimony, does that change in any way how you feel about Ms. Allen's assertions?
No,
It doesn't.
no.
I mean, he's a man of few words, but he was pretty direct.
She's just trying to pin her baby on Mr. Levant. Cause she knows that Mr. Levant is a good man to me and to our kids.
So, Ms. Lanier, after you've heard this testimony, has any of it changed how you feel about this? Do you still believe that Ms. Allen is lying and your boyfriend is not her child's father?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you still stand by the fact that if he is, you are done with the relationship?
Yes, I am.
And you all have how many children?
3.
3. I think it's time we go to the results.
Oh, no, you
These
can't use
results
that.
were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows.
You need a new picture. I support
In the
this.
case of Allen versus Levant Mitchell, when it comes
You
to
look totally
6-month-old Layla Allen,
Mm-hmm.
it has
And I
been
don't mean that in
determined
a
by
bad way.
this court. Mr. Mitchell, you
Alright, I'll catch you later. Bye.
are not the father. Mr. Levant, I can hear a pin drop right now in this courtroom. In the case of Allen versus Levant Mitchell, when it comes to 6-month-old Layla Allen, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Levant, you are not the father.
Ms. Allen?
He's gone now, so they don't.
Unfortunately, Ms. Allen, given this DNA evidence, that cannot be the truth. And Mr. Mitchell is not the child's biological father either. There must be at least one other person. Do you know who he is? You don't. You've got some thinking to do for your baby. But I have to say to you, if you keep up with this behavior, you're gonna be back in this courtroom again. You don't lay down with men on women. You're a valuable, beautiful girl. You now are the mother to a valuable, beautiful little girl. Ms. Walton, you are pregnant with the defendant's baby, but you're here to prove he's also the biological father of your 9-month-old son, King.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you confess Mr. Deaver discovered you were cheating on him, but say you have proof the other man could not be your son's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Deaver, you claim the truth about Ms. Walton's cheating only surfaced because you went through her cell phone while she was sleeping and discovered she had slept with your childhood friend.
Yes.
Wow.
If today's results prove that you are not the biological father of her son, you say you're finished with Ms. Walton.
Basically, yes.
So, Ms. Walton, does Mr. Deaver have valid reasons to doubt paternity of your son, King?
Yes, Your Honor, he does. My cheating was due to his infidelity. I may have messed up, but the guy that I messed with, I never had sex with him unprotected, so we never any unprotected sex. Also, at the time of conception, I did not mess with that guy.
When guys are having sex, because I'm a male myself and I know how it goes, you can initially put the condom on, but while you're having
Your Honor,
sex,
I
guys,
had sex
they
there.
can slip the condom off, do different things, stuff like that, so you never really know,
So, your point is, you don't believe her saying it was protected?
I mean, she couldn't know, 100%. Like I
Yes,
said,
I
these
do.
guys do that.
I know. I had sex with a guy with protection. I never had unprotected sex with anybody besides him.
So, Mr. Walton, you admit you had cheated on her,
Yes.
but then she retaliated, had sex with a person you said was your childhood friend or someone you knew?
Yes, having sex with a guy that I knew for years. I mean, we was always together, yes, and other guys that I know of. Yeah.
Other guys?
Oh, other guys.
So you think it's more than one guy?
That can possibly be his father. I'm not gonna say that, but me knowing her having sex with other guys besides that one, yes, it's fact. Yeah.
Oh,
She's at me.
so what did you see specifically on her phone?
Specifically on her phone, bragging about the guy's sex, bragging about what she loves to do to the guy.
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
All types of stuff that just made me sick.
How did she tell you about the other guy?
Well, initially she told me in a joking way, saying she did with this guy, and she said she did, so it's confusing me at that time, I didn't know what to believe, but.
Ms. Deaver, were you trying to confuse him? What is the real story?
I wasn't trying to confuse him. When I told him I had sex with the other guy besides the other one,
The other guy besides the other one.
I actually told him. He went through my phone once and found out about one guy. The other guy I told him about verbally. He didn't have to go through my phone to find it out. And I didn't do it in a joking manner or anything. I told him verbally I had sex with this guy.
You used protection with both men.
That's what she said, but
I've never had
can't believe her. If she was faking pregnancy and tell me that she was really pregnant when she really wasn't, then what else, I don't know what else to believe at that.
So, get back to that. She told you she was pregnant.
Well, not only told me, I had the concrete evidence. She showed me the paper with her name on it from the doctor saying positive. You can't get no more evidence than that. So, I believed it, but what really happened was she had somebody, whoever it was, that was actually pregnant, used her urine, and that's how, that's how it happened.
So you manipulated a pregnancy test, Ms. Deaver?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I wanted him to feel the exact way I felt when he did all the things that he did to me. He cheated on me numerous times with numerous women I did not like, women I did like. people I thought I was cool with, and he didn't stop there. It's been numerous mistakes.
I had no idea.
So you said you were gonna get back at him by telling him you were pregnant?
Yes, I wanted him to suffer the way I did.
Why would that be a suffering for you to be pregnant?
Cause he was happy at first, and when I told him I wasn't, he was sad.
Oh, so it was just a complete torture move?
Yeah.
Meaning I'm gonna tell him I'm pregnant and let him get happy and hopeful that he's gonna be a dad, and then I'm gonna say, psych.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't.
So, at some point, you actually did get pregnant.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when you told him, did he believe you this time?
Yes, he did.
When she told me she was pregnant the second time, I didn't believe her. She sent me the picture of the test. Of course, I'm not gonna believe this, and she lied before. And so then, when we actually went to the actual place, then that's when I did believe her. But I still was thinking in my mind that she could fake this one as well, me being there. I don't know how, but
Wow.
I did end up believing.
You did end up believing it.
Yes.
So you believed she was pregnant. Did you believe you were the father?
I had my doubts simply, like I said before, all around, it was all around this one time since, like, man, when she was messing with me and still, I'm finding text messages about her, bragging about the guy's sex and all of this, so it just, I didn't know what to believe.
That's not true. He's getting the times mixed up. He's confused.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So, King is now 9 months old. Have you been in his life?
The whole entire time.
No.
The whole entire time I've been in his life. The whole entire time. That's not, yeah.
Only when we're together is when he's involved.
That's not true because whenever we are not together,
You don't do anything.
she doesn't communicate with me, so I don't know what he needs. But
I shouldn't have to take
her mother ends up telling me, that he needs this, needs that, and I go get it every single time. I've never said no, never did not. So it's because she wants to play the game of me not seeing him or whatever, then that's on her. That's not my fault. I do whatever I can, and I have.
So throughout this pregnancy, though, you were there.
While she was pregnant, I was not step by step, her 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, no. I wasn't doing that because I was so sick and disgusted of the things that I found out and heard, about her doing. I could not be around her at the time, no.
He will come up, he will show up to doctor's appointments, but he's not emotionally involved. When I had my child, he did not sign the birth certificate. He came to the hospital, but he did not sign the birth certificate. I offered a test in the hospital. He didn't want to do it because he knew he was going to have to pay for it. So he didn't want to do the test, but now he has doubts.
No, I did not sign the birth certificate because I didn't want to. When it was time for me to sign the birth certificate, I told the lady a story about my other baby mom.
Had nothing to do
And
with
so
that has nothing to do with my child.
Okay, so the story I told her, it led to her seeing that I had a little doubt. So she said, even if I wanted to now, and I had the pen was about to sign, but she said, even if I wanted to now, I cannot sign a birth certificate. She told me I couldn't sign a birth certificate. Because she felt that I had doubt.
I don't believe that.
And that's
So the nurse in the hospital told you
yes, she said
she would not allow you to sign
yes,
because you're expressing doubt.
Yes, exactly.
Jerome, I know about 150 men that were in this courtroom wish that nurse was in their hospital.
Yes. Well,
What evidence do you have for me?
He didn't sign the birth certificate.
Let me see that, Jerome. He admits it.
Like I said, there's nobody that can vouch for me on that.
All right, yes, in fact, not signed. All right, so how did this go? Now, you didn't sign the birth certificate, but now the beautiful baby's here. Are you in King's life? Are you?
I'm in his life every
When he wants to be.
5 more hours.
We're together.
5 more hours.
We're not together. He gonna call my
You
son.
tired? Yes. No, I'm not tired.
No, I see.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Oh, if you could see that type of person that she is, if she would go to the extent of lying to me about her being pregnant the first time.
What does it have to do with your child?
Do you not
Get the results from the beginning.
do you not think that she would try to hold him away from me just to make it seem like to the world that I don't want to be in his life?
You got a whole conspiracy theories going. You think
Daddy said how
I'm
crazy.
Yeah.
it's obvious man doesn't trust you. However, you've given him every reason not to. Now, you know, for whatever he's done wrong, and look, him cheating on you and all of that is absolutely wrong and unacceptable if you all were in a relationship.
I would have respected her more if she didn't try to get back at me, and then I would be rubbing her feet, begging her every day to, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry for what I did. But since she did the, you know, crazy get backs, then it leads me to not care, so.
Well, look, before you get on your soapbox and start giving your speech, she would never be in the position she was in to hurt that badly. Look, you know the saying, hell have no fear. Like a what? Woman scorn. You obviously don't know the saying because you don't practice the meaning by it. Meaning, you don't mess with a woman.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we love with our whole hearts.
Yeah.
And when we do, and when you crush it, look, some of us are able to walk away, but some of us feel like we need to get some revenge before we walk away. And that
Do that too.
may not be right, but it's real.
Yeah.
Ultimately, this courtroom is about children.
Yes, sir.
And it's about King.
Mm-hmm.
You say you all have another baby on the way.
Yeah.
You don't question that one.
No.
So what we're not gonna have is King running around here feeling like I'm the odd, beautiful baby out because this child knows you're his dad, but I'm not sure. And everybody's treating me funny.
And I don't care.
So when you hold King, do you see yourself?
I don't. I mean, you know, he has, like, if you can see her head,
He looks like
it's like a little, I don't know what that is, but it's straight down. He's a beautiful baby, man.
He sure is.
Seriously, but it's like a line of hair.
So you're saying you see more of his mom's characteristics
Oh,
than you do yours?
I mean, it's facts, yeah.
Okay. So, well, look at this beautiful picture though. So have you developed a bond?
I have a big, huge, like, it's
What do you want to find?
It's
You want to
regardless of what she's saying, I bonded with this baby so much she would tear me apart if it wasn't like, I would probably cry, not a lot.
Oh, that's a cute picture.
Yeah.
And so, Miss Walton, when you see your baby with the man you believe is his father, his daddy, does it make you even more concerned that perhaps there is a chance?
Yes, ma'am. All I want for my son to have is something I never had. I didn't have a dad growing up. Me and my dad live in the same city. He doesn't really live with me. He doesn't claim me. And he's never been there for me. All I want is for kids to have both parents in the same house.
You want your babies to have what you did not have.
Yes, ma'am.
And what you wanted so desperately. So, Mr. Deaver, what happens if these results prove that you're not, in fact, King's biological father?
Honestly, I flipped out. I wouldn't know how to, I don't know. I wouldn't be right. I mean, I didn't have she ain't the only one. I didn't have my father either. You know, 24 years old, he was locked up for 19 years, got out, still no relationship. Okay, she's not the only one, you know, so that makes me want to make sure that, you know, my children, you know, have their dad.
Yes, yes. That's the right thing. So, is it your plan to be there for King no matter what?
If he is mine, of course.
And if he's not?
Like I just said, I don't know how I'm gonna act on it. I don't know.
So, Ms. Walton, I have to ask you this. Are you concerned that if he's not King's biological father, this relationship is over?
Yes.
Even with a new baby on the way?
I know so, yeah.
You know so?
he said it before, and he's clearly just said it again, so, I'm sure he won't be involved with me. Hopefully he deals with my kid, but if not, I'll still have to do what I have to do.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think it's time to go to the results. In light of what's on the line here, Ms. Walton, if you'd like to have a seat, given your condition, please feel free.
But I do wanna be with her though.
You do want to be with her.
Yes, I do. So, yeah, I do. Very bad.
Are you ready for the results?
Yeah.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Walton v. Deaver pertaining to whether Jamel Deaver is the biological father of 9-month-old King Deaver, it has been determined by this court in the case of Walton v. Deaver pertaining to whether Jamel Deaver is the biological father of 9-month-old King Deaver. It has been determined by this court that Mr. Deaver, you are his father. Today we have the case of Phillips v. Gibbs. Miss Phillips, you are suing your ex-boyfriend for $1,000 in child care expenses you claim he has ignored since denying that he is the father of your 2-month-old daughter, Jordan, whom he refuses to meet. Today, you have petitioned the court for a paternity test to prove he is the father and are looking to recover your $1,000 child care expenses. Mr. Phillips, you claim that Ms. Phillips did not and has a long history of sexual promiscuity. You believe you are not the father of her baby and therefore say you owe her nothing. Now, Ms. Phillips, tell me about your relationship with this man.
Well, Your Honor, I thought we was going to be in that situation. I thought that he was actually the one for me. You know, and I think it started for me when, you know, we went to this convention, it was a spiritual convention, and he came home that night, he was just like, you gotta go.
Okay, wait. I just must stop. This is a relationship. He's the one for me. That's how I feel. Then he goes to a spiritual relationship. And how hard until you get out.
Yeah, he told me that I could go, but he was working on himself or whatever, so I was like, well, but, you know, can I just wait till the morning and just go to my grandmother's house, you know, late.
It's middle of the night.
It was like 12, 1, 2 maybe, so he takes me to a hotel. I'm in the car crying with him, and I'm like, why, you know, why? He was like, you can't do this no more, you gotta do right. So I was like, okay.
Okay, Mr. Gibbs, I have to ask you, is this true? Did you go home after the spiritual convention and put Miss Phillips out and take her to a hotel?
A lot of stuff led up to this point.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, the first thing that happened was we went to a Christmas party and a friend was throwing. Well, she's getting approached by a guy. I guess they know it's a part of the family. He kind of just ignored that I'm even there. I'm asking her, I said, hey, you going with me or not? Nah. So you want to stay?
Yes.
Yeah, so she wanted to stay here with the guy that I just got into an altercation with. Then the next event we get to.
Let me stop at that event, because I need to understand from Miss Phillips now, why is it if you came to the party with him and you guys were together, but there was an altercation, why didn't you leave him?
The only reason why I didn't leave him because the dude was still hot. I've been around that family for years, and I know how they work. So what I was doing, I was just trying to, you know, try to keep it down because they was ready to go to the house.
So out of protection for him, you were just trying to excuse it.
Exactly.
And say, I'm just gonna stay.
Exactly.
After that, it follows up. I go to Miami with a friend of mine. 2 days later, I get a call from a mutual friend that says she was involved in the event.
I called you and told you.
My mutual friend told me first. They left and went to a party where I know what type of girl she is. She's a very promiscuous girl, put it like that herself. So when she gets there, She's already in the car. She telling me Mahogany didn't want to get into the car because she's
I
seen
got
her.
right in the car and I seen her, I even said, hey, sure she is that, and in that situation, yes, I was
She
at
told me
that.
that was her brothers, her real fleshly brothers.
Yeah, I
Actually,
told
several
him
times.
all of it, this is what I told him.
Mr. Gibbs, you say that Ms. Phillips admitted to cheating.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she told me that, but when I first got back, she told me that she didn't. It doesn't happen. My brother, that story stayed for about a month and a half until finally she broke out and said, yeah, I did cheat, but it wasn't with who I was with that night.
So the trust is going out the window, but you're still with her?
I'm still with her. Then, another situation where I was with, talking to a friend of mine outside during a party, and he was telling me, I was with this one girl, man, who was, we was in the back seat, we doing it, and all of a sudden, a guy in a black car pulls up, and he was like, I said, the black car pulls up. He said, yeah, she told me to go ahead and let's get out because he's crazy. My boyfriend, he's crazy. I said, did the black car look like this? And he was like,
Yeah, that was a friend of mine, and we was talking in front of my house when we came, and but we went together.
Didn't this person tell you that she did have sex with him?
yeah.
And we went here together.
And he
I did have
explained
sex
in
with him.
detail.
Okay, we went together then, and I felt bad about it. I told him I felt bad. I shouldn't have did it. I didn't even feel good about that at all. But when I go through his stuff, the bag that he took to Miami, I see the condos, and I open and one here.
Has the relationship ever been positive?
Yeah, it's been
For
good.
you.
Yeah, it's been good. A lot of times, like, 'cause it's been times that we actually did things together. I mean, we acted like a family. He had his two girls, I had my boy. We was, we was doing things we supposed to be in a relationship. We just had a real relationship. We just, when he get in that mind frame, when he's assuming that something happened, it turns sour. Which I understand, because if you cheat once, you gonna think you always cheating. But then that's why I kept myself around him.
There was
So he
times.
wouldn't think that something was wrong. And that's what I did. I even had problems with my people. My grandmother was getting mad because I always was running over to him. And then when he does it, it's like out of character, I'm worthless. I'm the whore, the biggest whore, I'm slut. I'm everything, but yeah, I'm here doing everything I need to do that you want me to do.
But at the same time, I'm calling, where you at? Oh, she'll come up with this line or some story where she'd have been at her friend's house. But when I get over there, as soon as we be sitting there for 5-10 minutes, a phone call pop up. Hey, is Mahogany there?
And that's true.
In your statement to the court, you also talked about text messages.
I had went just about 2 months. And when I got back out, first thing I'm gonna do is go through your phone. Multiple dudes are in there making flagrant text messages of, oh, I'm horny for you, daddy, and all this other kind of
And
stuff.
that's a lie. We wasn't sexual.
Multiple text messages from multiple different guys. Five different numbers of
Okay,
beats.
but
I
yes,
even called a couple of them
meanwhile,
back,
he
and I'm
got
like,
other
hey.
girls come and see him in jail.
So thus
This
far
girl-
in this story, I'm hearing that, Mr. Gibbs, you were a good man in this relationship.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that I wasn't 100% in the right because we were doing tit for tat, a lot of it.
Ms. Phillips, you said you thought he was the one for you. You really did. And did you come to find out that you were the only one for him?
No, it is. I know it's not. I knew that wasn't the case.
Did he have other women?
When I first met him, whatever, and we was getting into our relationship, he told me that he had been married before.
My wife at the time was living in Mississippi. We had been separated for almost 2 years.
Well, I have a saying, a man is married until he is divorced.
That's true.
Yeah.
Still married.
That's when I should have known that.
But at some point you found out.
Yes.
2 weeks later,
And
but you continued 3 years.
We more years. I did because by then I felt like I was stuck. I was young and I felt like I was stuck. Shoot, he ain't with her, so I'm gonna stay with her. Stay with him. That's how I felt.
What I'm gathering
Honest to
is
God.
that this relationship was messy.
Yes, ma'am.
Despite this messiness, you ended up pregnant.
Yes. The question up is it mine? And I'm like, okay, you feel like it's not yours. How? We haven't unprotected sex since we've been talking.
But here's the reason why I felt like that. The situation was when I had just moved into a new apartment. We didn't see it, we got a little blow up because her friend had a birthday party. And they go out on the night on the town. I go by her house, she's not there. I'm knocking on the window, she's not there. There's been multiple times where I go by there, she says she's there, she's gone. She left her kid or whatever, gone. She left in my apartment. She was nowhere near to be found. When she find out that she's pregnant, and then she's telling me all these mixed dates, she go to the doctor, she says, oh, I'm 12 weeks old, or I'm 16 weeks, and these are within 2 or 3 days. So when I counted back, I'm like, that's around the time when she was missing.
And that you died.
So when baby died, yeah.
Okay, but then that was the night I called up my friend. I did. I sure did call my friend because my friend would tell me that I am worth something, that I'm not worthless. So that's what I did.
So this is a male friend?
Yes, it is.
And you had him tell you
Yeah,
you
and I
was worth something?
And I kept putting him off because I wanted, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. No, you told me that. You told me that not, yeah, because he in the military.
There you go.
You had sex with the man, you're saying you did?
Yeah.
So do you understand from Mr. Gibbs' perspective why there's doubt?
Who gets pregnant by a man that you claim is your friend, that you pregnant by? You go and take off 800 miles away. You go to Tampa. You down there. You done left me up here high and dry. You're not worried about me. I'm calling. I'm trying to maintain a long distance relationship. But how much can I do this when I'm not at doctor's appointment? I'm not there through the pregnancy of this child. The labor of this child. I'm not there. I'm absent. But even still, when she came back for her birthday, I took her out. She came back to visit for another reason. She ain't coming out to visit for me. She came out to visit for another reason.
So she left.
She left.
During that time, you kept in contact, but you didn't make the effort to go down to see her.
No, because at the time, I run my business, and I work.
Yeah, I was pregnant.
She is traveling via her mother or family.
But I was doing the traveling.
So, based upon this, Mr. Gibbs, you're convinced you're not the father.
I decided with reasonable doubt that there is. That I'm not the father.
Now, I'd like to bring up your witness, please. Please state your name, ma'am.
Raven Gibbs.
And you are Mr. Gibbs' sister, am I
Yes, that's
correct?
correct.
Tell me what you have to add to this situation that can help the court understand what's going on.
Okay, well, first of all, it's just too much between the both of them, back and forth. It's been going on for years. And when my brother first told me that she was pregnant and that she didn't have a child, I thought it was strange that she left and went to Tampa, because I felt like, okay, well, if it is his baby, you're not just keeping it away from him, but you're keeping it away from the rest of his family too. Because if it is his daughter, then she's our family too. So I thought it was kind of strange that she would just go to Tampa while she was pregnant. I don't mean like towards the end or the beginning, I mean like right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know anything about when she was due or anything. And then all she would do was send pictures to him and then just talk about child support is what he was telling me. So I'm like, well, how can you do all that and you don't even have a paternity test, because they both were seeing other people. She was seeing other people and he was seeing other people. And he told me around the time that the baby was conceived or when she found out she was pregnant, it didn't add up because she was seeing other people and they weren't really together like that.
If you wanted him to be a part of the pregnancy, why leave in the first place? Why are you pregnant? I want to understand that.
I couldn't do it no more, Your Honor. All the drama he was taking me through, I was pregnant. I wasn't trying to be
It was stressing you out.
Yes, I wasn't trying to be stressed out. I was not trying to be stressed out by him. And you know why? Because he first came off denying it. Then he get into argument after argument about the situation. I had to go get me some rest. I was coming back, but I had felt like I needed to go for this pregnancy to get me some rest.
Why do you think she left?
Whoa.
Can't afford therapy, but I can afford bath bombs.
Have you heard of Rula? The average copay is just $15 per session.
Yeah.
During the tough, not your wallet, unexpectedly affordable mental health care. Rula.
Some stuff just costs more, except airfare. Find cheaper flights this summer on Kayak. Download now.
Buddy, can you call Hammond?
Don't get hosed by high plumbing costs. Call today and we'll waive our dispatch fee, plus give you a free camera inspection, saving you over $400.
Since forever, we've hated Mondays. Monday. But it doesn't have to be like this. Introducing Monday Haircut. On modern, award-winning formulas. No more Mondays.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that one out. But she she left, I mean, she didn't give no real definitive reason why she's leaving. She's saying, oh, I can't take it no more, but look what we've been going through for the past 3 years of chaos. So you're gonna get pregnant, but then now you take off right when things are getting critical.
And did your brother tell you that Miss Phillips had left to go to Florida, and what did you think?
I thought it was strange because, I mean, if I was pregnant by someone and I wanted that person to step up, and even if I'm having problems with that person, I'm gonna think about my child. I'm gonna think about the fact that that's the father. So I'm gonna try to at least stay around and see where he can step in. We don't have to be together. We don't have to talk. I still can get my rest and my breaks from arguments. I thought it was strange because if it was just being a woman, if I had a child and I was in that situation, I wouldn't just leave while I'm pregnant because that's just not natural to
Baby
me.
comes first to me. And my baby's health is important to me. If I'm stressed out, of course, I mean, it's anything that can happen when you're pregnant. If you got a child, you will know that when you're pregnant, you can't be stressed.
But even after the baby was here and she would come to Pensacola, she still was on the DL about it. So she still, you know what I'm saying, still does not add.
Yeah, you wrote me sometimes. We wrote back and forth. We wrote back and forth all the time. But even after the baby was born, she goes and says she's on Facebook with other friends telling them that the baby's not mine. She telling her friends that they're not mine.
I never said that. You can't find out. In your statement to the court, you also said that some friends said that she told them that the baby was.
She told her friends that they weren't. It wasn't mine.
That's the biggest lie I ever heard today. Nobody would ever believe that baby ain't his because they said, how in the world did he even deny her when every time you see him, it's me or me, him. They didn't even know that we had broken up. Everybody was shocked. The only thing at this point that we have established is that this relationship was doomed from the start.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gibbs, for your testimony. You may have a seat. I can't believe it, but I think I might be speechless. I'm looking for the light here. When did either of you treat this relationship as something of value or something to respect or be trustful? You were married, you were cheating, and you were tit-for-tat, and you break up, and you get back together, and then potentially create a child. And still arguing about it. And the only thing this court cares about is that child. I think it's time for us to reveal the results because I think we need to know. Are you ready? Yes.
Can you shake it for me? Can you shake your head for me? Oh.
Now, Mr. Gibbs, you have never, ever met baby, right? Are we ready? These results as prepared by DNA Diagnostics reads when it comes to 2-month-old baby
Thank you.
Jordan.
With that. Okay. That was quick.
Yeah. Mr. Gibbs, this court has determined that
How much are you? 210, right? Because I paid the deposit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
her father.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you beating your record.
Well, I mean, we got determination and I can move on to
Like,
the
I would be that nasty to not know who my baby daddy is. I can't deal. I can't. Express the court how you feel. That's embarrassing when your friends come out, oh yeah, I talked to this Friday, he's like, that ain't my baby, I gotta see that in black and white. Like, seriously.
I never said it wasn't my baby. I never said it wasn't my baby.
Oh my God.
But I did say, look, I just need to see verification. I got it.
For this reason, because it's been determined that Mr. Gibbs, you are baby Jordan's father, I am going to award plaintiff
No. How much did I
$1,000
say?
back child
You said it?
fees.
No. How much?
Because it's your responsibility to help.
210.
Yes, to
Sorry, I'm sitting here like, what did I do? I'm sorry.
Jordan up until this time and going forward.
Absolutely.
Ms. Sutton, you say you believe you were in an exclusive relationship with Mr. Smith
So next time we're gonna know if I can
I'm literally gonna set it up correctly so that it goes to you correctly.
Prove he is your child's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, you and your mother say Miss Sutton is a half a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Well beyond just you.
Thank you so much. I gotta know. You can check the mirror.
To say your relationship was
Listen,
anything
it's always
but
success. I always
exclusive.
get compliments.
What do you mean, he had a double life?
Him and his other baby mama were together when he was supposed to be staying with me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. You too, ma'am.